Hi everybody. As you can see on for review today is Ralph Lauren's Polo Blue. Came out in 2002. This fragrance would be classified as an aquatic aromatic, and it would run you anywhere between $25 and $90 American. There's many different sizes for this thing: a 1.3 ounce, a 2.5 ounce, 4.2 ounce, and I believe a 6.7 ounce, which would run you about $90. So there's a lot of sizes available, which is good. You get a nice variety. Here's the presentation. Here is the box. As you can see, I've got the 4.2 ounce. I actually really like the Polo boxes. I don't know why. Probably because I've always been a fan of Ralph Lauren. Ever since I was little, I've gone probably at least through 3 or 4 bottles of Polo Sport. I'm going to side note here. Everyone talks about how crappy Polo Sport is, but I think that's probably my favorite fragrance from Ralph Lauren. Either that or Double Black. So I just wanted to say I used to wear that stuff all the time, and I guarantee a lot of you guys out there, like that are in your late 20s, that were growing up in the 90s, or Polo Sport, and maybe you're hiding in the Polo Sport closet. Just saying. In any case, here's the box. It's a really nice, durable cardboard. Not that fancy, but for some reason I really like it. And here's the bottle. As far as the design of the bottle goes, I like the direction they were headed in, but I do not like the cap. It is very cheap. On the inside is blue, too, if you can see that. Probably not. The sprayer works very well. It's ways to spray here. Okay, the notes in this fragrance. For me, what do I get out of it? Cucumber, melon, watery cucumber. Okay, it's like very watery, sort of transparent feel, even though this thing is actually kind of deep. With lower notes of geranium and basil, and with a base that's being held up by patchouli and musk. Really, what I get is sort of a mature aquatic. Geranium will do that to just about any fragrance. Will make it feel like classy, mature. I've noticed this throughout my fragrance journey, that geranium is a note that makes the fragrance feel a little bit more classy. That with the added herbal notes makes this feel more mature. So my recommended age for this fragrance would actually be 25 and up. Anybody can pull this off, obviously, because it's an aquatic. But for me personally, it has sort of a mature feel to it because of the geranium and the herbal notes, such as the basil. So for me, this fragrance is super versatile. Just about anyone can pull this off. I would say anyone could pull this off. It's got a nice green feeling to it. Apparently, this is sort of a reboot on the original Polo Green. I believe it's just called Polo, but it's the one that comes in the green bottle. Even though they did that same exact fragrance and named it Modern Reserve, which really is the more modern take on that fragrance. But I did read on base notes that this is supposed to be the modern version of the original Polo. That being said, this bears no resemblance to the modern Polo, or the original Polo. The original Polo is way better, way better. The thing is, people are scared off by Polo because it has an old man scent to it. That stuff is amazing to me. For some reason, I think it's absolutely stunning. As far as quality goes for the Ralph Lauren house, that one's probably the best one. It's not my favorite. I told you guys, Polo Sport and Polo Double Black are my favorites of the house. But it's probably the most quality. It's got the most depth, the most complexity. This, however, is not complex at all, so I don't understand the correlation between the two. I don't understand it. Either Base Notes is misinformed, or the Ralph Lauren reps are kind of crazy. In any case, recommended sprays for this fragrance for me would be no more than 3, because this actually does project and last. And if you're wearing this in the summer, you don't want to be cloying with a summer fragrance, right? And with any sort of fragrance that contains a cucumber and salty accord, this can get very overbearing to a lot of people. I actually get kind of sick from that aquatic feel if I do too much. Bulgari Aquamarine, Bulgari Aqua, Bond Number 9 Wall Street, those are true aqua fragrances. I don't consider like Acqua di Gio an aquatic. That's more or less just, I don't know what I would call it. It's a citrus-based fragrance. But something that really truly is supposed to invoke the beach and salt water gets to my stomach after a while. And this kind of does that because of the cucumber, like this watery cucumber, salty accord mixed with the melon. If I do too many sprays with it, I get a stomach ache. And I'm just being honest with you guys. I think that could happen to a lot of people out there. I've actually had complaints when I've gone overboard with Bulgari's Aqua and Aquamarine and Wall Street. That's why I mentioned them. Those 3 are actually my 3 favorite aquatics as far as oceany sort of smell. And I have gone a little overboard with them with testing before. So I just want to throw that out there, that people will respond negatively with this fragrance and those if you go overboard with the aquatics. That is, if they project and last. This one does project and last. That's one thing it's got going for it, projection longevity. As far as the notes go, on the designer realm, the designer side of things, this is not unique. But I like the combination that's going on in the top notes. The dry down is way too musky for me. I like animalic musk, but I don't like that vintage old musk. I'm 21 and I'm not trying to feel like I'm 60. Not that there's anything wrong with being 60. All the older gentlemen out there, I'm sure that if if you have a note out there that you don't like that makes it feel too vintage, too old school, you know what you get what I'm saying. The musk in this at the dry down for me on my skin isn't doing it for me, but I quite enjoy the first like 3 hours of this fragrance when the cucumber and melon are predominant. After that, it goes into a stage of greenness with the melon and cucumber, but the melon and cucumber are kind of in the background with this greenness and herbal quality coming out, and it gets to be quite mature. This is why I'm recommending it for 25 or up, because I feel like if you're in high school and you're like 16, 15 in that area, this actually might not be something that I don't think I would recommend this for 15, 16, 17-year-olds. It's just not something that's on my top 10 list for high schoolers, not even a top 20. As much as anyone can pull this off, it just has sort of that dated feel in the dry down to me. I don't know if you guys get that, but I definitely do. All in all, this fragrance is pleasing. You will get compliments with it. If that is what you're into, sure. For me, this fragrance is boring, and I'm okay with boring. I own Acqua di Gio. That's a 3-note combination, basically, and I enjoy it. This just really isn't up my alley. It's good. It's I can't even really say it's quality because it's super synthetic. I don't usually like throwing the word synthetic around because everything's synthetic in the perfume world, and I don't want to sound like a snob because I'm truly not. I mean, I've owned Adidas Moves and enjoyed it. I like Adidas Moves. I actually prefer Adidas Moves over this. I don't know. I don't know what to say. As you can see, I've used an alright chunk out of it. Testing it for you guys. But this is like, if I had to say buy, try, or pass, I would just pass on it, to be honest with you. Polo Blue is overall a nice scent. It will get you compliments, and it's super versatile because it is an aquatic that will project and last. It is lasting on me for 8 hours. It projects for the first 2. It's doing well for itself, and you only need 3 sprays of it. The price is right with this one, and it is a crowd pleaser. All in all, I give Polo Blue a 7 out of 10, basically because of its ability to be super versatile and its longevity, projection, and price point. Nothing more. It's not something that's on my top 10 or top 20 or even top 100 fragrances. It's just okay. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope that if this is your signature scent, I didn't completely rip this fragrance apart for you guys. I'm just being honest. This fragrance is just okay to me, and it will not be something I repurchase in the future. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.